And we are live. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
We are
I don't know how
live.
to tell if anybody. I don't know how to tell if anybody's in there or not.
Well, I got YouTube pulled up on another screen, so we'll see how many people. I see 2 people watching. It's probably
One
you and
of
I.
them. Yeah, I just pulled it up on my phone.
Yeah, I got it pulled up on my phone. I got it on my other screen too. But there is a delay, I can tell.
Right.
So nobody's chatting. We'll give it a few minutes to see if anybody comes in.
Yeah.
Impromptu live, in a way.
That big delay.
Oh, on your end?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is on my end too. Because I'm just now drinking on the other screen.
Yeah.
So you didn't go out today? It was raining?
It's supposed to rain. They were calling for it like a 80 to 100% chance of rain all day. I don't think it. Maybe missed it. Maybe an hour.
Hey, Mark Netto just popped in.
Mark Netto, what's going on?
Welcome.
But yeah, it was supposed to rain all day, and it didn't. Wind up not raining. I should have went out.
I went to bed too late last night,
Right.
and it was cloudy this morning, and I just did some stuff around the house.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go out tomorrow though. Oh, you over in the UK, Mark Netto?
2 in the morning.
2 in the morning. I think he's in the UK.
Yeah, that is late.
Germany.
Germany.
Okay. I've been through there a couple times, passing through. Yeah, so hopefully tomorrow.
Yeah,
Hopefully tomorrow. Yeah, I'm hoping to. We'll see.
I ain't
So,
been.
so I got this
Probably
thing
about a
in the mail
month.
today.
What'd you get?
I got this thing in the mail today. I want to show you what I got. Hey, Great Lakes.
Hey, Great Lakes.
Just start modding people up. Smurf them. Yeah, so I got this thing in the mail today, and I don't really know where it came from, but I'm gonna add it to the BS cam. Or big shout out cam. So I don't know who got it.
Cam.
Big shout out cam. But I don't know who got it. But I received it.
Oh, that's nice.
If you're a Ford fan.
What's going on, Pops? Magnet fishing?
Hey, Pops.
Western Barnacles. What's up?
Hey, Jamie.
That's nice.
Depends on who you ask. I'm a Chevy guy. And they know that.
somebody was thinking about you.
They were. They were talking. They were actually thinking about me. I guess they decided I needed a Ford sign for my garage.
Right.
So
Hello, Nancy.
yeah, nice Ford sign. Yeah,
Yeah,
that
somebody
is.
seen that. Thought 907 needs that in his garage.
I know, right? I could use it as a frisbee.
Right.
Yeah, I hung up my metal detector back behind my sticker board back there today. Did a few other things around the house.
Right.
Let's see. Mod up some people here.
Yeah, it's probably been, I don't know, a month, maybe 6 weeks since I threw the magnet.
It's.
Out.
I went last time I went out was on the 15th of November, and I actually had to use the come along twice to get stuck off of something beneath the water.
Hey, Mom.
Hey, Mona W. It's been a long time since I've seen you in the chat.
Yeah, -5. That's a little too cold for me.
Well, -5's cold, but I've had worse.
It was, I think, Monday or Tuesday morning here. It got down to like 19, and it might have got up to 48 that day, and I froze all day. I never did warm up. I do not do the cold at all.
Yeah, it was about. I think it was around 50 here today, but cloudy until this afternoon, and sun popped out. And hey, James.
Hey, what's going on, Beer? You can have that -10 degrees, Nancy.
Oh, that's
Pop
not
says
negative
65
10.
in Merlin today. That's warm for Merlin this time of year, ain't it?
Yep, that is warm. Hey, Rick, Gramps is grumpy. We got two grumpies. We got two grumpies up in here.
This probably ain't gonna turn out too good.
Hey, there's Grandma Kelly.
Hey, Grandma Kelly.
Thanks for sharing, Grandma Kelly. Grumpy and I have been talking about doing lives for a little while. And just so everybody knows, it's not going to be a regular Saturday night thing. It's just whenever we have time. And it's going to be short and sweet, hour and a half tops. And just talk about magnet fishing and do some mail calls and, maybe tips and tricks and
see you, Mark
whatever.
Netto.
Have a good night, Mark Netto.
Mark Netto, yes.
Hey, Mo Style. As some of these already been moderators, like when I first started lives a couple years ago. So,
right.
Like Beard was already a mod, and a couple of others. Mona was a mod. But yeah, we'll just, whenever we have time, we'll pop in, and it may be scheduled, maybe unscheduled.
Right.
So
talk about whatever.
Yep, just hanging out, talk about magnet fishing and this and that and the other. So yeah, last time I went out was on the 15th.
Yeah.
I need to get out and do some more. I've been testing some things, so hopefully those will pan out. I'm hoping. We'll see.
Right.
All right, Grandma Kelly.
Kelly. Stop in.
Have a good night. Well, the chat's not going too bad. We got 11 in here. Got 11 watching.
It's more than I thought we'd have.
That's doing pretty good for just a impromptu live on a Saturday night.
Right.
Not really doing anything.
I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing, just staring into a camera.
Yeah, I'm just looking at you. Just looking at you. Find anything cool lately? Found a knife and a couple pairs of pliers. Knife cleaned up pretty good. And I found this one a while back. A buck knife.
That's nice.
Yeah, it cleaned up good.
Yeah, it did.
I use it as my mail opener now. Just kind of followed suit with some other people. I just got it laying here on my desk. So your hat is in the mail. Oh, you like that, Jamie? I guess so, Nancy. It's could be a murder weapon.
What's up, Brockton?
BMF in the house. Hey, John P.
John P. Adventures.
How you doing? I've seen him in a bunch of chat. On some lives in the chat. John P. He's on Marlins Live on Sunday mornings. I see him in there quite often.
Yeah. MF.
Oh, Bob. I watched his video earlier.
I haven't watched it yet.
Yeah, that old iron he put out was pretty cool. Or he pulled out, it was cool. George Washington's iron, like iron clothes. Yeah, that was pretty cool. Old stuff.
Right.
Yeah, I like finding old stuff.
I'd just like the chance to go magnet fishing in my own state that I live in, but you know how that is.
Yeah, you live in the only state that it's illegal.
The only state it's illegal in.
But you're not far from North Kakalaki either.
North, right? I'm like a mile or so from the state line of North Carolina, and it's only like a 2-hour drive to Georgia from where I'm at.
Yeah.
So, I got them two states right here pretty close.
Yep. Yeah. Arkansas is a little ways away. Dallas, or not Dallas, but Texas is about 3 hours away. 2.5, somewhere in there.
Nancy, from what I've read on it, Nancy, it's something to do about, I don't know, the artifacts or something they come up with. I think I read where they put it in law in 1991 or somewhere around in there. They don't want certain artifacts disturbed. Something. That's crazy.
Yeah, I know here in Oklahoma, it's prohibited in state parks to magnet fish. least that's
Right.
what I've been told and what I've read and looked up. But there's no signs because I've fished in state parks and there's no signs.
Right. And that's what I feel. I fished a lot of state parks in North Carolina because I've looked it up, and and I've even asked a few different people, and there's, as far as I know, it's legal. And that's where I find most of my stuff is in the state parks.
Yeah. Well, that's where
I find more in a state park than I do, on a regular public lake or a river or something.
right. Well, that's where most of the people go are state parks,
Right.
the boat ramps and fishing docks but I've been here in Oklahoma City at a state park and I've had game warden putting a boat in and they're talking to me, asking me if I'd found anything cool,
Right.
which is supposed to be prohibited in a state park.
Mona said she got kicked out of a state park in Tennessee.
Yep. Yeah, I guess it depends on who you run into and whether they know the laws or not.
Right. Yeah.
And once I found out and I actually found where it said it in writing, because when I asked about it, they couldn't tell me. They said, "Oh, it's in the bylaws." And I'm like, that does me no good. I like to see things in writing, So I searched, and I had a buddy of mine from work. He actually found it, so I printed it out, and then I put it out on like the Oklahoma magnet fishing Facebook page, so that
Right.
people in Oklahoma would know that it's illegal or prohibited, as they call it. Yeah, some people like that, Mona.
Yep. Unfortunately.
Yep.
Yeah, I talked to a North Carolina DNR officer when I've only been magnet fishing. I only got into it I think February, March of this year. But I've been watching YouTube videos on it for over a year, and it just looks interesting. I finally, decided to dive into it. But I talked to a DNR officer, and I asked her about the laws on it in North Carolina. She even pulled out her book and looked through her book. She said there's nowhere in North Carolina it's illegal. There's nothing about magnet fishing. So
Not
if
even
I see
state
a
parks.
puddle of water, I throw it. No, didn't even have anything in there about state parks. So
That's a good thing.
But you just don't know how tempted I am to go to some of these. We got some nice little lakes around here with boat ramps and fishing piers. It's just, man, it's hard not to stop in this state and throw a magnet.
Well, I'm sure there's people that have done it. They just never got caught.
Right. I would be the first.
Yeah,
I would be the one they make an example out of.
Yeah.
Because it says in there they can fine you. I forget how much it is. It's pretty expensive fine, and they can take your magnets and any equipment that you have in your possession at the time you're caught. So.
Right, your vehicle.
Right.
If you have a boat with you. Yeah, it's kind of like hunting laws. If you poach an animal, if a game warden, and it depends on the state, they can take your truck, they can take your boat, four-wheeler, trailers, whatever, guns,
Right.
all the same. Whatever you have in your possession at that time, they could take it. But it's true, Mona. They should be happy we're cleaning up the waters, and that's why we do it.
Yeah.
But not everybody thinks that way.
Right.
We got 10 people watching. Went down. It got up to 13, I think, at one time. Not too bad for.
More more than that.
It's not too bad for not putting it out there.
Right, just jumping on.
Just jumping on and going live.
Yeah.
So I know we've talked quite a bit. You gonna get your wife a Helios, or she gonna have to get her own?
Well, I guess in that box would be hers. That's the Helios.
She already claimed
I
it.
originally bought it for me, or well, actually for my grandson to use, but I'm gonna buy another one, so she's gonna get the used one, and I'm gonna get the new one.
The new
I'm gonna get another Helios.
get another Helios.
Yeah, it's a stout little magnet. It ain't for what is it, 1,100 pound pull?
1,400
14.
pounds.
Yeah, it's a stout little magnet. It's not
Oh
bad.
yeah, I know James and Risha, they like using theirs.
Oh yeah.
There's a few others out there, especially a lot of kayakers use it.
Right.
When they're out in a kayak, and now that Kratos put out that staff, it'll go on the end of that staff. I bought the staff and another Helios here a few weeks ago.
Yeah, it is a good little magnet, Gramps.
Yep. Yeah, I can't get away from my Titan though. I love that thing.
I know.
I still have my original OG Titan from over 2 years ago. Yep, I still have the original. I was one of the first ones that ever ordered one.
Yeah, it will wear you out, Pop, especially if you throw it for a long time. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah, depends on how you throw and where you throw. If you're throwing off a bridge for 2 or 3 hours, yeah, it's gonna wear you. If you're just dipping along docks and little fishing piers, depends on how tall the fishing pier or dock is. How where you got to pull up. I'm not too fond of bridges. I've done it, but I'm just not too fond of it. Mainly fishing dock.
I like my Artemis too, Gramps. I got one Artemis, 2 Titans, and a Helios. I don't have as much as Mr. 907, but
Y'all don't want to know how many magnets I have.
nah.
I've got a few. Honestly, I don't even know how many I do have.
When him and Tin Man enter their magnet room, I have to leave anything metal outside. They'll be stuck to the daggone wall.
Oh yeah. It's I think Willie Tin Man, he's got me beat. I think he's got every Kratos magnet that was ever made.
Right.
But I've got mostly Kratos. I've got a few others.
Hey, Squirrel, good to see you in here.
Oh, Squirrel. Let's see. Yep, Squirrel's a mod too. So I don't think I missed anybody. Squirrel's been around a while. He's probably been on one of my lives before, back when I first started. When Tidewater and I were doing it a couple years ago, but he's on to better things and traveling the world.
Right.
What the hell were we just talking about?
You sound like me now. I've been reading the chat.
I got CRS disease.
Yeah.
Tied. Him and his wife are traveling the world, and you can find him on TikTok these days. He gives advice on points as far as credit cards and this and that and the other. Credit card points and how to get the best deal for what you want and where you want to go. And he gives private consults to different people. Yeah, he sold all his stuff, Mona. He gave up the magnet fishing. They did, Gramps. They did have a good channel. But yeah, each their own. They do their own thing, and just like we are here. We just do our own thing.
Yep.
Try not to get involved in the, try to live a simple life as much as
That's the
possible.
way I like it.
Oh yeah, I like simple. I have CRS sometimes, Gramps. Can't remember stuff. I don't think I've ever heard of craft though.
Sound of that.
I'm trying.
Can't remember a.
Got it.
I would assume that's what I got out of it.
Yep. Can't remember a thing. Got it. That's a good one. I'm gonna have to remember that. That's a good one, Gramps. Yep, you never see Squatch anymore. I miss Squatch.
I know we're just talking about that the other day.
Yep, he was like one of the first lives that I ever watched. This was like March of 21, and I was just getting into magnet fishing at that point.
Right.
And so, and I was like on one of his very first lives. I wasn't on it, but I was in the chat, and
Yeah.
he was in the Coast Guard up in Alaska, and I was in Alaska at the time, so we
Right.
had something in common as far as Alaska. But and then he did it every Friday night for 2+ years straight, and it was just it was a fun live.
Yeah.
It's just like Marlin's live on Sunday mornings.
Right.
I look
enjoy that.
I look forward to watching Marlin every Sunday, and
I never did see. I never did see Squatch's lives. He'd already quit doing lives once I, really got into this.
Right.
I enjoyed his videos, but he hadn't put out videos, or I hadn't got a notification.
No, it's been a while since he put out a video.
Yeah. What squirrel say there?
Marlin, he's on Sunday mornings at 10:30 Central, and it's Mayor Videos. MAER Videos. Let's see. I got some stickers here. Mayor Videos. And he does a early bird sticker pack giveaway. He does treasure fan sticker pack giveaway. He's got those pay it forward coins where if you win, you go bury it so somebody else can find it. And if they find it, they email him. So he has those, and he has 100 likes giveaway. And he gives away one of my poker chips if he won the 100.
Appreciate that, Buster. Putting that in there.
What blistering say?
Oh,
There you go. Yep.
link.
Put Mayor's link in there. Marlon and his daughter Aurora, Rory. So you getting back into it, Mona? It is a pink poker chip. Or it could be a pink pocket chip too if you want it to be. I mean, it could go in your pocket. And, you know, if you wanted a purple pocket chip, you know, got that color. I got all kinds of colors. I got green and, you know, got a green pocket chip. I'm gonna start using that now. It's not poker chip, it's pocket chip.
Pocket chip.
It's like a pocket knife. You know, we got pocket chips. Just send me your email or send me an email, Mona. I'll put it up on the screen. I don't know if you still have it. Just shoot me an email. Send me your address, and I'll send you a pink pocket chip.
Pocket chip. I like it.
Yeah, you like that?
Yeah.
Off the cuff, off the fly. Thanks, Mona. Got a pocket chip.
Yeah, thanks, Mom. That's what I'll be calling them from now on. Pocket chips.
Pocket chips. Yeah, Pops, we can swap pocket chips if you want.
I'm telling you, it's going to catch on pocket chips.
Yep.
Thanks to Mona. She started it.
Yep. Yep. Got to give credit to Mona. She started the pocket chips. So I might have to one day do a pocket chip giveaway.
Pocket chip giveaway.
Yep.
Hashtag pocket chip.
There you go. Pocket chip. I like it.
What's going on, Jody?
Jody Mosby in the house. Mr. Wonderful.
Now you got all these fine people in here. You know you made it big time.
Oh yeah.
All these people in the chat.
I don't know about big time. We're just hanging out.
Right.
It's Saturday night. It's winter time. I mean, I could be doing other things, but you know.
Yeah. I either want to be magnet fishing or talking about magnet fishing. That's
Hey,
what
Josh.
I'm about.
Hashtag number crew.
Going on 508.
Yep. Got the number crew. Got Jody in the house. Got Josh, Mona, Squirrel, Jamie, John P.
Josh needs to be blue or whatever y'all call that.
I need to smurf him.
That's what they say. Smurf him.
Yeah, I just smurfed him. He's good. I'm sure there's other lives going on. There's people watching
Right.
other things, you know. But, you know, there's a lot of, you know, other channels that we're just BSing. Josh. Not really any side. We're just talking about magnafishing and pocket chips. We created a new slang, pocket chips. Well, Mona did. We just took it and ran with it.
Josh, did I say you got you a new magnet? Did I say that somewhere?
I believe you did.
I think 508. I think it was 508. I seen got a new one.
He did get a new one, a new shiny one. Oh, Josh. Yeah, he got him a Magnetar Beast.
That's what I thought. That's what I seen. Yep.
I think that's if I'm not mistaken, that's a 3,100 pound brake strength, 360. If I'm not mistaken.
I hadn't tried any other companies. When I first started, I bought. Of course, I went right to Amazon. Right. I mean, most people do.
I did the same
bought
thing.
A little double-sided. I think it might have been either 1,000 or 1,200 pound pull. I still got it down here on this shelf somewhere. And I went out the first time back in March of this year. First time I've ever done it. I caught a nail, a couple of fishing hooks, a little piece of chain like a cheap jewelry piece of bracelet chain or whatever, necklace chain or something. Caught a couple of bottle caps and one or two other little things. That's it, man. I'm telling you, it took getting that little bit of trash out of that lake, and
you were hooked.
I was hooked.
Got y'all excited because of a nail.
Yeah, I told my wife, I said, right, that's crazy, right?
Hey, Connie.
Hey, Connie.
I was wondering if she was going to pop in or not.
That's what 508 said. That's what he got.
Yep.
Magnetar Beast, 3,100 pound pull.
Yep. I have the Barbarian.
I do have a channel. I just put up shorts. I hadn't got any regular videos, is what I call them, but I put up some shorts sometimes.
Well, you got quite a few out there. What, 50 some? 50 some videos?
Yeah, 50 some. I ain't blue.
Yep. I need to smurf you too. You hadn't typed anything. I can't smurf
I put
you.
that in there so maybe she could hit it and check it out if she wants to. It's totally up to her.
Well, type something else so she can click on it. With Gramps, we just went out a couple of days ago and pulled up a fence piece and an old stool, and there were 91 fishing jigs hanging off of them. That's a lot.
Yeah.
Mona,
I'm just getting this.
If you click on, if somebody's blue, you can just click on their name and it'll say you can go to their channel.
Thank you, Connie.
Hashtag
yeah, that's all it took. Pocket chip. I was hooked. So
yeah.
And then I went and I come home that day. A few days later, or a week or so, I can't remember. I bought a clamp magnet off of Amazon. This before I didn't know Kratos existed. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Anything.
Right.
So I bought a clamp magnet off Amazon, like I don't know, 70 buck clamp magnet. And I think it's 1,200 pound pull. And it was better than double-sided. I caught more stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I got to watching more and more videos again. Got back into watching the videos and come across, I can't remember whose channel it was, somebody's channel about Kratos. And I said, you know what? That's where I'm going. So I Googled Kratos, and next thing you know, first one I bought was an Artemis. And yeah, that made all the difference in the world. That 360 made all the difference in the world. I went back to the same spot that I went to with that little double sided that I bought off Amazon and pulled out. I mean, just pulled out. I mean, nothing huge, but a lot more stuff in the same area that I missed with that little cheap double sided.
Oh, I've done the same. I've done the same thing.
And here I am now. It's been less than a year, and I'm up at 2 Titans, a Artemis, and a Helios already. So.
Yeah. Jamie, that flag behind me here, I had that made just through Amazon, and as far as I know, it's the only one in existence. So, as of right now.
Well, thank you for sharing this out, Connie.
Yeah, appreciate it, Connie. Yeah, online magnets, they're good magnets too. They're expensive, and shipping over to the U.S. is even more expensive. All right, Mona, have a good night.
See you, Mona.
Pocket chips later.
Yep, pocket chips. I don't know if I've seen their clamp magnet pops. I don't know if I've seen it.
Yeah, I think it might. It might be. No, I think when they did the Trash for Cash this past May, Sonic, I think they left some magnets behind at Rusty Magnets place, and I think they've been using those.
Oh, okay.
I think I'm not absolutely certain, but that's what I think.
All right.
So, Jody, you gonna be around Oklahoma this coming week? Jody? He hand delivered stickers to me. Jody did.
Nice.
A while back. I've got some.
Yeah, Connie said they did. She said the airport wouldn't let them take them home, so they left some behind.
Okay. Yeah, there's Jody's. Arky Treasure Hogs.
Arky Treasure Hog. I want to try a different magnet company, but it's hard. It's hard for me. I mean, I love my Kratos, but I want to try. But
I'm hardcore Kratos, but I have other companies too. I started out with Amazon, just a little double-sided. I think it was like 700 pounds, and then I got a single-sided, like a 14 something, and that's what I threw. The very first magnet that I threw was that single-sided. I was with Johnny from Alaskans on the Fly.
Yeah.
That was the very first time I went out, and I was hooked after that.
Yeah. That's the way it went with me.
Yeah.
But that's what I was when I bought this when I bought this last Titan that I bought. I was going to get a not Magnetar, but the other one, a Brute.
Mm-hmm.
Their largest, they're 360, and I'm like,
the Boss.
Yeah, I'm like, nah, I'm gonna go with another Titan. So
I know people. Johnny from Alaskans on the Fly. He uses the Brute Boss. He's got a Battler. I have a Boss. I have a Battler. They've never seen water. I've got 5 Titans. Only 2 has seen water.
Right.
And I love my Titans, but
Yeah.
I got 2 Artemises. I've got 2 Helios. I got Athena. I got an Orion. I got some single-sided. Got double-sided. I have a Magnetar Barbarian. That's a 3500 360. So,
Right.
but the reason I have 5 Titans is you never know when the price is going to go up.
Right.
And neodymium is a rare earth metal, and if you watch it online, it fluctuates up and down. The cost
Right. Yeah.
per kilogram, and if you go convert that, and you can kind of see what the price is, per pound
Right.
or whatever. But
Gramps even said he started with a Amazon magnet.
yep, and I think most people do.
Most, yeah.
And I still use my Amazon magnets and I call them testers. I'll just throw if I'm new to a body of water and I really don't know what's down there, then I'll throw a cheap $30 Amazon magnet out just to kind of get a feel of, if it's rocks
Right.
or trees or whatever, because you can pull off those
Right.
smaller magnets pretty easily. About to do another round of stickies. Second design to keep the blonde one happy, as well as more of
Hey,
those.
what's going on, Marlon?
Hey, Marlon's in the house. I gotta add Marlon as a moderator.
Yeah, that's a good idea, Gramps. I do it when I think about it, but I'll be honest, sometimes I'm so excited on a new spot, I just go straight throwing the tight and don't even think about it. Forget all about testing it. Saying the whole time I'm going, I need to test it before, but I forget by the time I get there.
Yeah, and I've done that too. And looking at the banks, if there's rocks on the banks, there's probably rocks around that dock. So,
Right.
and I just kind of judge that, but that's not always the case. Sometimes it could be just dirt bank and grass, and once you get to the dock, there's rocks around it.
Right.
But and I'm a firm believer of ropes. Don't skimp on your ropes ever. That's just
Right.
Mike's personal opinion. Never ever skip on your ropes. And people use the polymer knot, and then some people use a carabiner, and they tape it up. And you've seen my videos. I braid my ropes. I got that idea from Squatch, and I've modified it a little bit. But I used to put tape on it. I used to do a polymer knot on a carabiner, and I like switching. I like the carabiner because I can switch magnets.
Yeah, that's what I use. I use a carabiner for that reason. And I've tried that braiding, and I just can't. I can't get it down. So I still use tape on mine.
Yeah, but when I clean my ropes, I throw them in a laundry bag. I throw them in a wash machine, a mesh laundry bag, and I'll just put some laundry soap in there, some OxyClean, and just wash them. Throw maybe a couple of old towels in there so it's not beating around and everything. But I take the carabiner off. But I braid my ropes, and I put zip ties around the top so the loop stays tight, and then I'll zip tie the back end too, so everything stays together. And these little zip ties, they'll pick up like fishing line. I've caught more fishing line off these little zip ties. They're just not sliding off the rope. They'll get caught in there, and I've pulled out more fishing line that way.
Right.
But this is Kratos' new 12 millimeter rope.
Did you see Gramps' comment? He said you should do an instruction video on that, on how to do the braiding.
Oh, how to do the braiding? I already have one. I just haven't put it out there yet. I can do it.
Marlon says dirty rope wires out faster. I seen a video testing it.
Yep. And having knots in your rope will reduce the strength of your rope by like 30%, especially around where the knot is. And when I had to use a come along a couple weeks ago, I had knots in my rope, and I didn't have anything to get it unknotted with. So So now I took a little screwdriver, just a little short one, real skinny, and now I put that in my bucket that I carry with me, and now I can undo the knots if I need to.
Yeah.
Oh, Clark's Cove, cool. You got my mail. Awesome. Yeah, I sent Clark's Cove some mail. I sent Marlon some mail. I sent you some mail you got yesterday. And I sent Magnetic Movements some mail over in the UK. I'm still waiting on some mail to come in, but it's that time of year. Christmas coming around, a lot of mail going in and out. So
Right.
Yep. Yeah, Lewis contacted me, Marlon, and wanted to do some, he wanted some of my stickers and stuff. So I sent him some stuff. I didn't know who he was at first, but when I looked him up, I saw it. He messaged me on Instagram. But yeah, I can definitely do a video on the braiding. I mean, I just like it because I got some big paws, and it's easier for me to grip. So when I go to throw, and it's easier for me to throw like that when it's braided. I have, so other than a skinny rope to throw out.
Right.
All right, Rob and Melissa, I'll tune in next Saturday. Yeah, we're Grumpy and I we're not going to schedule anything, every Saturday night, and we're just going to play it by ear when we both have time, and we're just going to do it live and go from there. We don't want to step on anybody's toes, and
Right.
we're just kind of play it by ear.
See how it goes.
Yep. Because we got other lives than just YouTubing.
Right.
Yeah. I used to be in a lot of different stuff. I used to hunt all the time, and snow machining and four-wheeling and ice fishing and bear baiting. When I was in Alaska, I did a lot of stuff. So I've slimmed down since I've moved from Alaska. So, but I get into other
Right.
things now. we took some time off. Had to have our little dog put to sleep. So we've been dealing with that. Oh, I know what you mean, Rob and Melissa. I had to put my little wiener dog down back in July. He was over 17 years old, and I'd had him since he was 8 weeks old. And I mean, he lived a good life, but it was time. So I know exactly what you're going through.
Yeah, we went through that about a year ago. Wasn't
Yeah,
we got.
Yeah, I had to put Tucker down. He's a little black and tan wiener dog, Dotson. He turned 17 back in March. So April, May, June, July. So he's, almost 17 in 5 months. But now I have a Velociraptor boxer, Cooper. So, and then I have Bob Dog. That's what I call him.
Bob Dog.
Bob Dog. He kind of came with the house here in Oklahoma, so. But he's a good dog. They play well together, and they keep me company. And they let me know when somebody pulls in the driveway, whether it's Amazon, UPS, FedEx, mail guy, whoever. They know when somebody's out there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was reading. Rick, I see your comment. It'll be 10 next month. Yeah. I was reading a comment. There's only like 6 states that will consider your pet as a family member. So I thought that was kind of interesting. And Alaska was one of them. I think they were most northeastern, New York, Maine, the northeastern states, and Alaska was on there. But I could see Alaska because of all the sled dogs that they use, for dog sledding, and because that's a means of transportation for them up there, especially in the villages. So I can see where they consider them as a family member. Yeah, so I may go out tomorrow. We'll see how it looks in the morning.
Yeah, I got things to do tomorrow.
I need to clean my garage, but I just weighing the pros and the cons. I go magnet fishing, or do I clean the garage? Magnet fishing, clean the garage.
I know what I would choose.
I'd probably go magnet fishing.
Right. Yep.
But normally I don't like going out on Sundays. Just because I work, you got to go back to work the next day. But working from home 4 days a week, it's kind of nice. That's right, Rick. Magnet fishing, the garage can wait. But if I go magnet fishing, then I might miss Marlin's live because that's my Sunday routine is watching Marlin at 10:30 Central Time, 11:30 Eastern. But I know if I'm not there, he'll understand where I'm at. But I like watching Marlin.
You can always catch the replay.
True, but you missed the early bird. And
it's not the same.
Oh no!
Right.
Good night, Rob and Melissa. Thanks for popping in. Sorry for your loss. I know how it feels to put an animal down. Jody says, "Muggy fishing always
Hey, you got
wins
me.
that choice." Now you want to go out tomorrow?
Yeah, you got me thinking maybe go out for a couple of hours in the morning early. I mean, it's going to be warm. It's going to be nice here tomorrow. I think our low tonight's like maybe 60 or in the morning, and it's supposed to get up to about 70 before it starts
Let's
cooling
see.
back off. So
It's supposed to be 59 as a high tomorrow, 33 as a low. So I think it'll probably be down 35 tonight. Which, if that wind's not blowing, it's I'm comfortable at 35. You're welcome, Marlon. That's my Sunday morning routine is watching mayor videos,
it's been mine now for
creating meet and greet.
5 or 6 months.
Still trying to win one of those pay it forward tokens so I can go bury it in some red dirt here in Oklahoma.
Every Sunday, Lisa will be like, "It's a little after 11. You're going to go watch that crazy guy from Canada talk on YouTube?" I'm like, "Yep, I'm headed back there now."
Yeah, I ain't got no snow either, Marlon. Not what I'm used to. All right, Rick, have a good night. Thanks for coming in. And I always like that saying, he's got the best personality is a magnetic personality.
Yep. See you, Gramps. Thanks for stopping in.
Yep. Have a good night, Gramps. Thanks, Marlon. Maybe you can get Santa Claus from Canada to bring me a pay it forward token, Marlon. Not Santa Claus from North Pole, but Santa Claus from Canada. I saw Nancy's like WTH. I don't know what that meant. Did she say something before that? No, not that I can see. Hey, Florida Storm Chasing. Welcome, welcome. Hey, SWFL in the house.
Yep.
High -7 here tomorrow. Send some sun, grumpy feller.
I'm not. No, I can't share it, Nancy. What little bit we got down here will not help you up there. -7 ain't no way. I can't.
Actually, that's a nice day up there.
Grumpy can't do cold. I tell you that. I cannot do no cold weather like that.
That's a nice day up there. Now, when it gets 40, 50 below, I'm modding some people here. I think I got everybody. Well, I know what it means, Connie.
Connie told you what it meant.
I learned a new one tonight. Well, I actually learned two things. I learned what craft was, and we have pocket chips.
Pocket chips.
Yep. We have pocket chips. Not poker chips, but we got pocket chips. Well, we got 12 watching. We got 18 thumbs up.
Nice. That ain't too bad for the first time. Or for
Nope,
my first live. Or
Nope.
live I was on.
No, this is your first live.
Yeah.
Done popped your cherry.
Yep.
And then we'll get you to running your own live. Get you some watch hours.
Nah, I have no clue what I'm doing.
I'll help you along. Yeah, Marlon, first hour down. We've been on here 64 minutes.
Yep.
Yeah, we'll get you there, Grumpy. I do want to give Marlon a thank you. He helped us out there yesterday a little bit, and he helped me right before the live. So Marlon's awesome, dude. I always enjoy his lives on Sunday mornings. Keeps me.
I agree.
It's very entertaining.
Yes, it is.
It sucked that Trip is gone, but Marlon kept going. Never lost a beat.
Yep.
Oh, Marlon says Grumpy and 907 in the sticker packs tomorrow.
Nice.
Cool. Yeah, I hear you, Marlon. Yeah, when it's time to retire, when I was, if you didn't know, I was in the military for 21 plus years, and I could have left at 20, but I stayed. But when it's time to go, it's time to go.
Yep.
But I still work for the government, just as a civilian now. But I don't have to deal with all the BS like I used to.
Right.
So, yeah, I got to show this one more time. I got some mail in the mail today. Somebody sent me the
Sent a Ford
sign to a Chevy guy.
Yeah, that's nice. Somebody was thinking of you, Mike.
They were. But you know what happens when stuff like this happens?
What's that?
It comes around. Karma comes around.
I hate it for whoever. I hate for whatever fella sent you that. Then
I'm just putting it out there. Karma times 20.
thanks, Marlon. That is a nice sign. I like it. I'll even tell you thank you for saying that. That's a nice sign.
Nancy, damn, you're that old. I'm still in my 40s. Hey, Andrews, Northwest Coins, welcome.
Well, hey, Andrew.
Yeah, I don't know if it was free to whoever sent it to me, but it was free to me.
I would say it wasn't free, Nancy. Most likely, they don't give stuff like that away.
I was getting ready to say, do they just give them away? Somebody on the street, hey, here, have a Ford sign.
Right. Yeah, they're not going to give something like that away.
I mean, it should say, what? Born in Detroit, push, pull, or drag, something like that.
Yeah, I'm a Ford guy too, Marlon.
I had the Ford Bug ever since in 1980. Fix on the road daily. The SWFL sign will make a nice target for target practice.
Oh.
Found on the road dead.
Yeah. First on race day.
I knew that was coming.
First in my driveway. I like Ford. I'm more partial to Fords, but I'll drive a Chevrolet or whatever gets me from here to there and back to here. But I prefer a Ford.
I've been a Chevy guy all my life. I did just buy a Jeep Wrangler, so that's going to be my magnet fishing transport. I may do a video on that, just show the setup and all that stuff. So, yeah, Marlon, I've had a few beaters with a heater when I was in Alaska. As long as you got to point A to point B and the heat worked, that's all that matters.
Yeah, I like the body style of them more too, Connie, the Fords.
Yeah, Nancy's got a Chevy Trail Boss. Chevy all the way. But I do own a Jeep now. So it's an older model. It's a 2011. But it's in good shape. And I've been slowly upgrading to fit my needs for magnet fishing.
Ooh.
Well, it's about what? Almost 9:30 your time? About 9:20?
Yeah, 9:20 my time over here on the East Coast.
Yeah, it's
God's country.
what's that? God's country? Is that what you said?
Oh, I just yeah. 9:20.
Yeah, but it's Saturday night. I was way too late last
But I
night.
hate. Right.
2:22 a.m. in the UK. Ooh.
Yeah.
Jamie, you're a night shift worker?
Yeah.
5:21 p.m. Andrews Northwest Coins.
It's out on the West Coast.
Well, that's like Alaska time. 5:21 p.m. You in Alaska, Andrew? Or northwest Canada? Yukon, maybe? Yeah, I know Marlon was in Mountain Time.
Connie must be out your way somewhere. Let's say 21 her time.
Well, Connie is Beard's sister, if I'm not
Right.
mistaken.
So Missouri. Ain't that where Beard lives? Missouri?
Yep. I used to live in Missouri, up near St. Roberts. Shish, Mariff.
Andrews and
I don't know if I've ever heard of that. That might be down near Juneau, maybe. But yeah, I'm pretty sure Connie is Beard's sister. I'm almost positive.
Yep.
Yep,
She's in Missouri about 5 miles. Beard 5
Yep.
miles.
Down a dirt road, probably. I like those back roads in Missouri. I lived there for a little over 4 years. 115 air miles north from Nome. Okay. I'll have to look that up and see where that's at. So I lived in North Pole for 13 plus years, North Pole, Alaska. I retired from active duty up there and bought a house. And just doing what I wanted to do when I wanted to do it. But I could only magnet fish like 5, maybe 6 months. Out of the year. Connie's like, he is. I'm not, unfortunately. He's on the old home place farm.
Place for. I thought I've heard Beard mention before in his lives lives on the old home place.
Yep. Yeah, I like James and Risha. They're nice people.
Yeah.
I gotta add Andrew as a moderator.
Well, I hate to be rude, but
Yeah, we've been here. Let's see here, 75 minutes. So, and kind of like what I said in the beginning. Do an hour and a half or so, and
so
just
I go.
yep, see how it goes. Talk about magnet fishing or whatever, and well,
Yeah,
go
I
from
don't
there.
like living in town neither, Connie. I can't. I'm not a
Yeah.
city limit type fella.
No.
I like it out here in the country.
Oh yeah, I'm the same way. I go, the town is, if I go 2 miles from my house, it's like there's people everywhere. But out here where I live is so quiet. I mean, you
Right.
can hear vehicle noise, cars and stuff, but you go, 2 miles down the road and it's like the interstate's right there. So,
Yeah.
but all right, well, thanks, Grumpy.
Yeah, appreciate it. Appreciate you. Appreciate it. I enjoyed it. Thank y'all in the chat for
Yeah,
hanging in there.
Thanks for hanging with us. We got 21 likes. And
Hey, Oregon Family Magnet Fishing.
Hey, Scott.
Thanks,
We're
Marlon.
getting ready to jump off of here and call tonight. This was our kind of a first impromptu live just to see how it goes, and and we're not going to schedule every Saturday night. We're just going to do it when we have time, and it may be announced, it may be not. It just we'll just kind of roll with it and see how it goes. But again, thanks, Grumpy. Thanks, Marlon, for helping me out get this thing set up. And I don't know if you missed all the fun, Scott, but you missed most of it. You can watch it on replay, I guess. But have a good night, Grumpy. Have a good night, everybody in the chat. And
see y'all.
We'll see you on the next one.